Do you remember Tom and Emma? They found love just before Valentine's Day. Tom had to change jobs to make sure they could keep their relationship going. But where are they now? Let's listen.
6 months had passed since Tom started his new job. Emma and Tom were happy together, but both of them were facing problems at work. Emma's company asked her to lead an important project, a new accounting system for all departments. It was a great opportunity, but Emma felt scared. She had never led a project before. She would need to give presentations to senior managers and manage a team of 5 people. "I don't know if I can do this," Emma told Tom one evening. "Why not?" Tom asked. "You're excellent at your job." "Leading a team is different," Emma said quietly. "What if I make mistakes? I'm the youngest person in the accounting department." Meanwhile, Tom had his own problem. One person on his team, Marcus, was making everything difficult. Marcus was older than Tom and had worked at the company for 15 years. When Tom got the promotion, Marcus became angry. "I should have gotten that position," Marcus told other team members. "Tom is just lucky." Marcus started missing deadlines. He argued with Tom in meetings. He sent emails criticizing Tom's work to the entire department. One Friday evening, Tom came home looking exhausted. "Marcus again," Tom sighed. "He told the director that my leadership is unprofessional. He's trying to get me fired, I think." "That's terrible," Emma said. "Can't you report him to HR?" "Maybe," Tom said, "but that might make things worse. Maybe I really can't handle my team." "We're a mess, aren't we?" Emma said with a sad smile, both of us doubting ourselves. The next week was harder. Emma had her first presentation to the senior management team. She prepared for days, but when she stood in front of 10 senior managers, her mind went blank. She forgot her main points. The presentation was a disaster. After the meeting, her boss, Ms. Chen, called her to the office. "Emma, that presentation was not good," Ms. Chen said honestly. "You need to improve your presentation skills. Think about whether you really want this role." Emma went home feeling terrible. She called Tom. "Maybe I should just quit the project," she said. "Is that what you want?" Tom asked. "I don't know," I admitted. "I feel like I'm failing." That same week, Tom decided to confront Marcus. He scheduled a private meeting. "Marcus, we need to talk. Your behavior needs to stop. Either we work together professionally or I'll escalate this to HR." Marcus stared at Tom. Then something changed in his expression. "You're right," Marcus said quietly. "I wanted that promotion badly. When you got it, I felt worthless, like my 15 years here meant nothing." Tom wasn't expecting honesty. "I understand that must have hurt, but taking it out on me doesn't help either of us." "I know," Marcus admitted. "I'll stop. I'll do my job properly." "Your experience is valuable. If you're willing to help instead of fighting me, we could make a good team." Marcus nodded slowly. "We'll see." That evening, Tom told Emma everything. I can't believe you confronted him, Emma said. I was terrified, Tom admitted, but being scared doesn't mean I should run away. Sometimes you have to face problems directly. Emma thought about her own situation. Are you saying I should keep trying with the project? Only if you want to, Tom said, but don't quit just because you had one bad presentation. Everyone has setbacks. The next day, Emma asked Ms. Chen for help. I want to continue with the project, but I need to improve my presentation skills. Can the company provide training? Ms. Chen smiled. That's exactly what I hoped you'd say. Yes, we can arrange training. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Over the next month, Emma took a public speaking course. She practiced with her team. Her next presentation to senior management was much better. She was still nervous, but she spoke clearly and answered questions confidently. At Tom's company, things improved with Marcus. They weren't friends, but they developed professional respect. Marcus's experience combined with Tom's fresh ideas made the team stronger. One evening, Emma and Tom celebrated with dinner at the cafe where they had their first date. I'm glad we didn't give up, Emma said, on us or on our careers. Me too, Tom agreed. Work problems are hard, but we figured them out. We did, Emma smiled. Together. They held hands across the table. They were learning that love wasn't just about romantic moments. It was also about supporting each other through difficult times and growing together. Outside the cafe window, the city lights began to glow. Emma and Tom didn't know what challenges would come next, but they knew they could face them, because the best partnerships aren't about avoiding problems, they're about solving them together.